Hello, welcome back. You should have out in front of you page 265 and 266. We're going to be working on modeling addition today. If you haven't done so already, please write your name and number at the top of your paper. And then go ahead and take a look at the red apple with the 1 inside. We're going to start on number 1 today. We are going to be joining 2 or more groups together to see how many there are in all. On number 1, I see that we are joining a group of 3 and a group of 1. Would you please count with me to see how many there are in all? Let's count the first group. Say the first group's number, which is 3, and then count on 3, 4. Great job. There are 4 cubes in all. Please write the number 4 with your pencil on the handwriting line. My computer is having a little bit of a hard time waking up this morning, so I'm sorry if it feels a little bit slow. So good job counting that first one. Instead of counting on, we could also count them all together by starting with the first block and moving on, counting by 1. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Great work. Go ahead and look down to number 2. All right, class. This time for number 2, we are going to have to draw the objects on our paper. So you may choose what you would like to draw for each group. I would like you to pick a simple shape like circles, squares, or triangles. Let's not spend too much time drawing since we are in math class. So I see this first number is the number 2. I'm going to draw 2 circles for the number 2. Next, I'm going to draw 4 circles for the number 4. Okay, now we're going to count on to see how many there are in all. Let's count our first group, which is 2. Go ahead and say the number 2. Then we're going to count on 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 and 4 is 6. Would you please write a 6 on the handwriting line? Excellent job. Let's take a look at number 3. Sorry, friends, my computer's still waking up. It's yawning and stretching. Sorry for the wait. Thank you for being patient with me. All right, so now I see the number 8 and I see the number 2. We're going to draw 8 things and then we're going to draw 2 things. I'm going to stick with circles as I draw. Let's draw 8 things first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, now I'm going to draw 2 things. 1, 2. Let's count to see how many there are in all. I see 8 and 2 more. I'm going to say my first number, 8, and then I'm going to count on 8, 9, 10. There are 10 circles in all. Would you please write a 10 on the handwriting line? Great job. Go ahead and turn your page and flip your packet. Now we are going to look at how many are in all when we have 3 and 3 more. This time I'm going to draw polka dots. 1, 2, 3. Then I'm going to draw polka dots again over here. 1, 2, 3. All right, let's count to see how many there are in all when we have 3 and 3 put together. We're going to use the method of counting on. So we're going to say the first number, 3, and then we're going to count on 4, 5, 6. Great job. There are 6 in all. 3 and 3 is 6. I could also count them all together. I could also count them all together. Let me just add my circles back in there. They got a little bit erased. We can count them all together starting at the first one and moving on till we get to the last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We arrive at the same answer whether we count on or we count all together. Go ahead and look down at number 2. Okay, for number 2, I have 2 and 6. Let's see how many there are in all when we add 2 and 6 together. I'm going to continue using polka dots. I'm going to draw 2, and then I'm going to draw 6 more. All right, let's see how many there are in all when I count on. We say our first number, 2, and then we count on. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 8 in all. I could also count by 1, starting at the first dot and moving all the way to the last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are still 8 in all. Please write an 8 on the handwriting line. And let's look down at our last one, number 3. Ooh, a little bit too far, computer. Like I said, she's feeling really tired this morning. All right, for our last one today, we are working with 4 and 5, and we're going to add those together to see how many there are in all. Go ahead, again, do your drawing, 4 things and 5 things. And we're going to use the method counting on. So we're going to say our first number, which is 4, and then we're going to count on. Can you say 4 with me? 4, and count on. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 4 and 5 is 9. We could also have found that answer by starting at our first drawing and adding all together, counting by ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Would you please write a 9 on the handwriting line with me? All right, great work, class. You are going to now do the next page by yourself, but I'm going to give you instructions. So if you could flip your packet over, you should see this. It says 11.2 at the top. I'm going to read you the directions. So today I would like you to continue working on addition as we have just been working together, but I want you to do it a little bit differently. When you are drawing out the pictures, I want you to make a math story like I did for you yesterday. I want you to tell a story using the numbers and then model that story out with pictures above each number. Now remember, we're not in art class time, so we don't need to do really detailed pictures here. It's best to use shapes, but I want you to tell your story out loud as you work. I'll do number 1 for you, and then you can do numbers 2 and 3 by yourself. So I see the numbers 3 and 2. I'm going to make up a math story. 3 friends went to get a scoop of ice cream. They got 1 scoop each. 2 more friends came to join them and also got scoops of ice cream. They got 1 scoop each. How many scoops are there in all if there are 3 scoops and 2 scoops of ice cream? So that's my math story for number 1. 3 and 2, if I count them all together, I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 scoops of ice cream in all. Go ahead and do the same for 2 and 3 with your own math stories, and I'll see you tomorrow for our next lesson.